Hey, this is Rockman. Welcome back to more Legend of Zelda 1. Previously, we're in the second quest. We got the white sword. We beat Dungeon 1. We got one extra heart container. We got a wooden boomerang, a power bracelet, a blue candle, a blue ring, and some money. But yeah, I did the math, and you need a lot of money in this quest, and they don't give you a lot. I'll need to grind for at least 650 rupees. Finish this quest. This song is very excited to watch this, so please don't wake her. Hi, song. Let's not play the title screen music again because I got copyright striked. It wasn't a strike, it was just hey, this is fucking copyrighted. Okay, so I currently have 111, so yeah, any opportunity to collect some rupees would be fine, but left off at the end of last stream saying that I was going to go right to Dungeon 2 and check that out, and hopefully we don't die in there. I don't have to go to the ferry anymore. Oh, shit. Here we are in level 2, where a special shop was located in the first quest. This dungeon is shaped like the letter A.
A for asshole.
Sure. Hey, Stelnox, how's it going? %.
100%! Exclamation mark 100%.
tricky. I got a bomb from the left. Well, I certainly don't need your help, Doom. I've got an NES game atlas. But clearly Ratmus wants me to tell you guys what happened earlier. But first I need to explain about one of the asshole things that they've introduced, or the asshole game mechanics that they introduced in the second quest is now there's no longer just walls that you can bomb and you have no idea that you can bomb them, but now there's walls that you can just walk through just by pressing up against the wall and going right through them, and there's absolutely no indication that you can even do that. You just have to know or try every goddamn wall until you figure out where to go. You know, this game does not give a fuck about anything. And now we got the whistle, which is important because I think we can get 2 more heart containers from that. So yeah, real quickly, like, as you guys probably know, a few weeks ago we had a solar panel thing installed on our roof, and people from the city, I guess, were supposed to come and inspect it, and they were like, oh, this isn't grounded properly, and Ratmus is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, Ratmus wasn't there at the time. I was asleep at the time. You know, nobody was here. And, you know, we just told Ratmus later because he's an electrician. So long story short, too late. The solar panel people guys came back and did a whole bunch more work. And this stupid thing that we have in our basement where we had the old electrical box and it was all, then we got a new electrical box. Well, we got a new electrical box with a nice cabinet that you open to access it. But on the old electrical box where there's all this wiring and there's access to the water pipes and the water meter and shutting off the water to the house, there was some mix-up with what was supposed to happen, and instead of getting a cabinet that you can open and close, somebody decided to just fucking drywall up a giant box, making the whole thing completely inaccessible. So then by the time I wake up, I find that the solar panel people just sawed the entire goddamn front off of that thing, so now they have access to it. So the whole thing is a fucking gaping hole in the wall, ruined piece of shit that should have been a cabinet to begin with. And Ratmus is pissed. Right, Ratmus? Xander can't wait to see it, yeah. So, yeah, that's what happened this morning. Let's make a quick detour back here so we can pick up a key that is over here. The Dragon Lord, yeah. Do we want to talk about that? I haven't played Fortune Street in like 2 years, so I said to Song, hey Song, let's play a game of Fortune Street together. Song, do you want to tell him what happened?
I beat you because you keep making the same mistakes over and over?
I didn't make any mistakes.
Yes, you do.
No, except for... You did everything wrong that you tell me not to do, and yet you still won.
How did I do anything wrong?
You bought like three properties out from the AI to get a Monopoly, which you tell me, you're like, Rockman, you don't need to buy a Monopoly to win the game, and yet that's exactly what you did.
No, I bought 2 properties.
It was like 3.
No, I bought 2. And you focus in and you're like, oh, I bought 2 properties here on my like first run through. This is going to be my place. I'm going to invest this so much. Invest here. And I'm like, I know exactly what you're going to do. You
did the wrong thing.
Huh?
I invested in that island.
No, the first place that you got your thing, you tried to invest in the island, but it was too late. Yoshi's Island. And Doom, I managed to get a whole bunch of stock in his place and just rode the wave.
That's
and then,
not what happened.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, but that's not really what happened, and that's not why you won.
It's a huge part of why I won. That and Rockman continues to not sell his stock very smartly, in my opinion.
Song did everything that she orders me not to do.
It just tells me that you don't actually listen to what I'm saying or my lessons. You are correct. I did not have to get a Monopoly. But I had the money to buy it, so I did. And I was buying it from Birdo. Birdo doesn't exactly overprice. But yes, I won because you're predictable. And I knew how you were gonna play.
You won because you cheated.
Because I remember how to play, and I remember how you play. And I use that against you.
Recording that game. Oh, I needed to kill the enemies here, not there.
So the other reason I won Doom is because Darkman didn't notice that I got 200 stocks in my district.
I got three shops in a district right near the bank very quickly. So yes, did I buy that fourth one? Yes, I did. Did I start buying stocks in the hopes that I could build it up? Yes, I did.
I also bought stocks there. 85
Yeah,
of them.
Yeah, which I held back investing in there because I knew that you were gaining money from it. But then you went and bought, I thought, 3 fucking properties from the AI.
2.
You say it was 2.
2.
I thought it was 3, which you told me not to do. And then in the meantime...
I always buy from Birdo.
And then in the meantime,
So
I got stuck on the island, so I started buying up properties on the island and made it my second location. You know, I had stocks... I bought up stocks in a district I knew that the AI was going to use. Then I bought stocks in my own district. Then I think I bought stocks in the island district. If I hadn't got stuck on the damn island for so long... It was a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, you did buy the expensive property.
I had so much cash, like I did everything right. And Song beat me by buying more properties from the AI, which she told me not to do.
You should totally do it if it's the correct AI. Birdo's one you definitely buy from. Birdo's stupid. All the D-rated AI, hell yeah, you buy stuff from them. I don't know where you got this. I buy from the AI all the time. That's like my MO.
Well, every time I do it, you yell at me.
Yeah, because you're probably buying it at the wrong time. You gotta buy at a strategic moment. Like, I bought right before I got to the bank so that I didn't have to, like, sell stock. I would roll and hit the bank. And then that would pay for the amount that I spent buying the shop.
So right now I'm in the upper left portion of the map, which is dangerous, but we need to get a bunch of things here. If I can step into Dungeon 6, I can get the ladder. Then there is the letter. Then there is a free money. And then there is a heart container all up in this area. We gotta get them all without dying. Where is... The NES Game Atlas was wrong. Did you guys know that? It actually says that you get to the dungeon here by moving the tombstone. Huh? What? What? This is not the right location. Okay. I don't know what the fuck was there. This is where the dungeon is. Oh God. Where's my map? Oh my God, we gotta get past 1, 2, 3 rooms of whiz robes to get to this thing. Wait a second. No, I can't go this way. 4 rooms of whiz robes. Somehow we made it through to get the ladder. Sadly. Well. So next stream is Saturday. Xander's coming over. So after that, I'm just not going to play Fortune Straight ever again. Clearly I can't beat anyone. Shut up, Google. B2 G1 D2. Bracelet. Even have the power bracelet? Oh, no, I do. Well, that's not right. What am I doing wrong this time? It's not even close to where I was supposed to be. May as well start over. Huge pain in the ass. Let me guess, this is the wrong place. Shut up, Ratmus. How's it going?
Fine.
Yeah, I was thinking about going to Dungeon 3 now, and I was thinking maybe I shouldn't, and now I'm thinking maybe I should. Where's Dungeon 3? Yeah. Dungeon 3. Dungeon 3 is very short, but it has two problems. Number one, the boss is 3 Dodongos and they only have 8 bombs. Number two, just to get the magical boomerang, you gotta go through, well, some stupid rooms, and then you gotta use the bait. And but I'm not consistent at that method, so... Doom, when Bunny is streaming, has she mentioned anything specific that she's complained about Babylon 5 spoilers on her YouTube? Or just comments in general? Magic shield would have been better to have at this juncture. Well, so there's this character on Babylon 5, Delenn. I don't know if you remember this song, but in the pilot episode, she had like her makeup and voice. It was the same actress, but the makeup was like wildly different. So when Bunny watched the actual first episode, and like this person looked different, she was like, "Oh, why did they change this person? I liked the actress from the pilot better." Well, that was a mistake, because she has gotten hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments driving her insane, telling her the exact same thing, that it's the same actress, they just changed her makeup. It is... she is literally to the point of insanity. Bunny has been dealing with these comments. Anyways, so we have...
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. She even put
Nothing I can do to help that.
Yeah. She put a pinned comment saying, "Please, I know it's the same actress, please stop saying this," but it's not gonna stop. So we need to give this guy bait, but I don't want to... I'm gonna need more bait later, so we're gonna have to use a trick, aka a feature.
What if there was a master bait?
That would probably be better. That sounds like a bait I could use anytime. Except not really. Anyways, so I press the button to use this, immediately pause and hit up and A so that we continue. So now what should happen is I'm at the start of the dungeon, I still have the bait, but when we get back to that room, if I can make it back there, that guy should be gone. Yeah, you wanna come at me for cheating? Well, it's 60 more rupees to buy another one. And that's just more grinding bullshit. Do you, Style Nox? Do you? fairy drops. Two Gurias left, and I have half a heart. No, 3 Gurias left. Where's Luna? Alright, so we beat dungeons 1, 2, and 3. I got the item from dungeon 6. We currently have 5 keys. Now if we're going to dungeon 4, I'm gonna need 150 rupees, and I have 220 to spare, so we could buy something. Dungeon 4 is probably pretty tough. Dungeon 4 has 3 dungeon items, a magic book, a raft, and a bombs increase, which is 100. Plus, they make you pay 50 rupees, I think. Just to get the raft, I think. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna run into a Goma yet. Full on. Well, I mean, once I go in here, I'm gonna lose 100 pretty soon, so. Alright, where the hell is dungeon 4? L2. Okay. Yeah, I tried to get the letter several times, but it's just too difficult. Rupees later. Giving myself a goddamn headache. Alright, dungeon 4. In the first quest, there was a dungeon that was up the mountain. Well, it's sort of near there. drop. Actually need to kill this guy. Jesus Christ. What do I have for dinner? Bucatini and meatballs. Alright, these guys just give the compass. Not gonna bother with that. Okay, we gotta go up and then right. Gotta kill an Aquamentos. Here in this room is the magic book. Through this wall, lose 100 rupees. There's some rupees hidden in this dungeon. Let's see. Magic book, bombs increase. Okay, yeah, this is this dungeon. Alright, so first we go to the left. To stay in this room. Jesus. There's a key in here, but I don't know if it's worth it. Well, the clock has no effect on those spike traps. We can get a key in this room. Toppings on the clothes. Okay, this just gives give some free money to replace the money that I spend. I have to make my way somewhere. Map correctly. Alright, so we go through the wall to the right, almost got murdered by a dark nut. And then wait, there's a key in here. Now, I have to go up here, lose 50 rupees to proceed. Another terrible price of the second quest. In the first quest, there are enemies called bubbles, and when you touch them, they do not damage you, but you can't use your sword for a few seconds. Well, in the second quest, there are now blue bubbles and red bubbles. These are blue bubbles. But if you touch a red bubble, like in the room coming up, you will not be able to use your sword forever until you go back and either touch a blue bubble or touch the Triforce. So I'm desperately trying to avoid those red bubbles right there, which I did. And now we got the actual boss of this fucking dungeon. Hey, wasn't this a mini-boss earlier in the dungeon? Ever seen a dungeon that just has the boss itself as a fucking mini-boss? I really like that fairy. Then, as if we haven't had enough fucking trolls of the second quest so far, perhaps the second quest's biggest troll of all, I just beat the boss of this dungeon, and here's the Triforce. Except I don't want to collect it. Instead, in order to get the true dungeon item of this dungeon, the raft, we have to go walk right past the fucking Triforce and go above through a secret passage. Because Miohan was just really being an asshole that day. Lucky. And we continue on, and oh shit, now we need to fight 3 fucking Dodongos to get through here. While there's... I just wasted 2 bombs while there's things shooting at me. And I got slow down. Okay. And we're still not done. We gotta kill these enemies. just realized what your message means, Stalnox. Yeah, what's his face from Nintendo? Some good news. Now that we have the raft, we can get another heart container, and that'll bring us up to 12, so I can get the magical sword. Somewhere in this Lanayru desert, there's a something. Okay, it should be the upper right part of the desert. Of course, I've been wrong before. Now I should be in 07 if this is the right location. Alright, there's only one free money left. Let's see, does this place have arrows for 80 rupees? It does. I gotta get up to J1 to get the magical sword. I gotta try to get to B2 for the letter. Let's try to get both of those. Before we do that, let's see. 6. Let's go back to the start. Nothing. Alright, that is all the free money locations in the game. Any more money I need is going to have to come from grinding.
Boo.
Nuts. What is that? I mean, I guess there's the graveyard. No, I'm not doing gambling. Master sword, I mean the magical sword. Now we gotta try again to get the letter. So we gotta go. Okay. that's cheating. Don't want to, I'm on an NES cartridge and I don't want to, be resetting and stuff like that, yeah. But anyway, another asshole thing in the second quest is the only way to buy potions, health potions, is with the letter, and they make the letter so goddamn difficult to get that it took me all the way here, 12 hearts, just to get that. So now we can buy potions, which cost 68 fucking rupees a pop. So we still need at least one potion, probably multiple potions. We still haven't bought a magic shield for 90 rupees, not to mention another bombs increase in Dungeon 8, that's 100 rupees, not to mention how much rupees they're going to make us pay just to live. So, with how expensive this quest is, it's basically the equivalent of living in California, right, Doom? I'll try to get along without a potion for now, and definitely a magic shield. Let's see if we can beat Dungeon 5. Oh, Dungeon 5 doesn't look too bad. Famous last words. Well, we definitely need... Well, there's a Goma in here. Oh, well, so is the bow, so... Yeah. Alright, next question. Where the hell is Dungeon 5? F5. Okay, that's the one you need the raft to get to, so... yeah, let's save and quit. Go right to Ferry in Dungeon 5. We got 5 keys. So I guess we're doing well on that. I forgot where the dungeon was. It's with the raft. Goddamn gnocchi recipes on Discord, Ratmus. Bozos, go down here. First, we can go in here for a key. dark room full of dark keys. Okay, now we gotta go through this secret passageway in this room full of whiz robes and shit. Ignore that, let's go. Jeez. Okay, a room full of blue whiz robes, wonderful. And the door does not even open. It does now. I mentioned there was a Goma in this dungeon. Well, apparently the only reason to beat it is to get one small key. And I just got hit by a red bubble, which means I can't use my sword forever. I need to hit a blue bubble, which is here, but then again, there's fucking whiz robes here. As for a fairy, you mean like an overworld fairy? I don't see how I would get a fairy otherwise at this point. Anyways, okay, I have the use of my sword back. Alright, well, if that's true that an overworld fairy will do that, then that's a method I didn't know. So now, go left, lose a bunch of health. Okay, somehow didn't lose my thing there. This place is so deadly. Next room, ignore. Keep going. I need to kill this bozo. Dead. We're dead.
Dead.
1.5 hearts and no potions. really, really, really don't want to have to use a potion on this dungeon. So we're gonna try again. If I have to use a potion, then that's 68 more rupees I'll have to grind. Stream will go as long as it takes to beat this game. Maybe longer than 10 o'clock. Right into it. Oh, I didn't even notice there was a key sitting right here. That guy again. Whoa. We're at the boss with full health. No, I just fucking tank it. What could possibly go wrong? That's what should happen the first time. Dungeon 6 look. We already got the ladder. That's the only item in there. We have 5 keys. Try and beat Dungeon 6 the same way. Dungeon 6, that was the one that was in the graveyard. this map at first. We gotta go through one secret passageway to get to another secret passageway. As a mini boss. Oh, that one only had 2 heads. This is a room full of red bubbles. Oh, that was close. Reason to beat this guy, so moving on. And then we come up to a Goma with 3 hits that we have to beat, and things are shooting at me. Hit him once, losing health. Hit him twice. What was the dungeon item here? Oh yeah, the ladder. I already got it. Holy shit. So now we have 3 dungeons left. And I have not bought the magic shield, and I have not bought a potion yet. We're gonna have to buy at least one of those. What does Dungeon 7 look like? Looks like a piece of shit. Dungeon 7, dungeon item 1, red candle. Do I have to pay any money? Yes. Where is Dungeon 7? Feeling we're gonna need a potion in this frickin' dungeon. Let's see. Maybe at this point I should just try to get by until Dungeon 9 before buying the magic shield. Yeah. 8 doesn't look that bad. I think 7 is gonna be harder. Okay. Gonna take a break before I start the next dungeon. Dungeon 7. Where the hell was that? For 100%, we're just missing the magic shield, which I'll buy before the final dungeon, and then whatever dungeon items are in the next 3 dungeons.
How many monies have you gotten?
How many monies have I gotten?
Mm-hmm.
I got all the free money that I could.
Did you get the 600 and whatever you needed?
Let's see. You want me to do some math?
You can do some math.
But those don't cost money. Let's see. So I need. I'm still not sure if I need 50 rupees or 100 rupees in this dungeon, so I'm gonna have to. Let me see here. I'm pretty sure it's 50. Let's go with 50, right? So. In this dungeon, I need to pay 50. In the next dungeon, I need to pay 100. So that's 150. And then, here's my calculator. I need to buy an item that costs 90. So 150 plus 90 is 240, and I have 72. See you later, Doom. So not counting money that I need to shoot as arrows, I need to grind at least 168 more rupees, and that does not include any more potions that I will have to buy past the one that I already have. So probably more likely we're looking at 236. Well, I don't know if I'm dashing through this one, Stalnox. I mean, we still have 3 very difficult dungeons left. As I just mentioned, I might have to grind over 200 rupees to beat the game. So, but it's time to take a break before we do Dungeon 7. So, if anyone has to leave during the break, bye, thanks for being here.
Bye.
First, we need to kill everything in this room.
Murder?
That was extremely lucky. That was even more lucky. So good to have the magical sword. ripping through this. Dungeon item, red candle. Now we go back the way we came. Boss. Alright, now we have to go up for a long time and then take a secret passage, pay 50 rupees just for the privilege of beating the boss. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I got hit by a damn red bubble.
You got hit by one again.
Luckily, there's a blue
and
one.
again.
Luckily, there's a blue one in this room. If I could just hit it. Okay, there we go. All right, I have my sword back. Ah, shit! And I ran right into another one. Thanks, text messages.
I didn't do it.
My sword pause. It's probably Dad. Ratmus' dad is texting us important paragraphs of shit. Yeah, you're talking about Father's Day, but Ratmus, this Saturday the 16th we're streaming with Xander, and then you promised me, Ratmus, that you were going to come and stream May 30th and June 13th. I don't care what's going on those Sundays. And what the hell is Dad talking about, going to Navy Pier with Uncle Jimmy? Whoever the fuck that is. Boat ride? What the? Tell him to... Song.
Yeah?
Wonderful text message song. Ratmus, you need to figure out...
I just did it when you were paused.
Yeah, should I read it aloud to the class?
No.
Ratmus, you need to figure out something that we can do with Dad for Father's Day that's not gonna piss me the fuck off. How about that?
You can make a Lego.
Make Lego? My dad.
I want to watch Rockman do a Lego.
What does that have to do with my dad?
My dad would like a Lego if he was alive.
I don't think
if he was alive, he would like a Lego.
I don't think my dad has touched a Lego in his entire life, which started in 1947, for reference. This room has the next secret passage that we need. So just everybody calm the fuck down here. I don't want to go to Navy Pier and take a goddamn boat ride with Dad. Now, if it was just me and Song, maybe. Oh wait, Song wouldn't want to go on a boat ride. Alright, where the hell are we now? I went the complete correct direction. Alright, so here's the crazy thing. Alright, so we went through a secret passage. We go up. Here's this very strange room where you can only go one direction, 90 degrees. Then we go over here, and then we lose $50 to this greedy old bastard. And we go down. So if you make a mistake and go the wrong way, then you'll have to pay another 50 fucking rupees. That would suck. Oh, nice fairy drop. Okay, now something. Now another secret passage. And where does this secret passage go? Let's find out. Not that I know of, Stalnox. And you know what? I know we've talked about Legos before. Yeah, I'm sure. So Song, you said your dad liked Legos, or would have liked Legos, or because who was it who was buying like Lego sets and then leaving them in the closet and not actually assembling them?
My mother.
Yeah.
Who Dad would be making those, would be happily building those Legos for her. He would also be enjoying them. He liked buying things and not putting them together. We're a house that likes to build things.
I definitely do not come from such a house, but
My brother had some of those giant whatever sets that you could make roller coasters with like balls and stuff, and the brightly colored yellow doohickeys. Were they called erector sets?
Probably.
No, the erector sets are the ones with metal.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a potion here. Okay, well, I'll talk about
What are those called?
what I built as a child, but I'll do it after this boss. There goes a bunch of money. Probably a waste. More grinding. So as far as toys of building stuff, I think we talked about some toy, and I forget the name of it, where it's like you build together plastic tracks from marbles. You remember that song? Marble Madness, I think I called it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know if you count that as building toys.
Kind of. I mean, simple, but yes.
Yeah, very simple. Ratmus and I had building toys called Pipeworks. I don't think that specific brand exists anymore, but I know they still have something like it, where it's plastic PVC tubes and connectors, and you build things. It was called Pipeworks when we were kids, and Ratmus and I had a lot of fun with those. As far as Legos, I mean, yes, I had like
those Connects. Connects were the ones that did roller coaster huge things.
I remember commercials for that, but we never had that. But as far as like Legos go, and I mean, when we were younger, we had like the Duplos, like the little kiddie versions of Legos. But we had some Legos. The only Lego set that I had where it was like you buy a specific thing that you're supposed to follow instructions and assemble, and I actually did it, was a space shuttle. And I'm sure they have space shuttles now that are more advanced, but this was a space shuttle back sometime in the 80s, and I followed the directions and I put that together. That was it. I was really into space shuttles back then.
Rockman, do you want me to buy you a Star Destroyer?
No.
Or better, an NC- whatever one? They make those too.
No. You mean like the new giant like Enterprise D that came out like recently?
Yeah,
I've seen people on YouTube like buy that and try to assemble it, and like I mean there was like a professional Star Trek channel who was assembled it, and then there was a bunch of other people who couldn't assemble it because it was just too damn hard, obviously.
Ow!
What?
It's one of those like, how is that too damn hard?
It's like that Enterprise is huge.
I know, I've seen them.
It's like 10 billion jillion pieces, and like if you have...
Yeah, but you do it in pieces.
Well, these people have no experience with Legos, and they have absolutely no patience.
Well, you don't... There's a reason you don't start out with that. Like, even the flowers I did for Mother's Day are rated 18 years plus. I was like, yeah, you don't give these to children. These are for experienced Lego builders, because it wants you to do some weird things.
Alright, so Dungeon 8 is next. I'm still going to hold off on buying the Magic Shield until before Dungeon 9.
Yes, I'm looking forward to doing Mordor and stuff. Night, Remus.
Bye, Ratmus.
Which is all black, by the way, so it's all black pieces.
Oh, shit. I need 100 rupees in this dungeon just for the fucking bomb increase. So, yeah, time to grind. I know all about the graveyard method, Eric, and it's, I can do it. It's not my favorite thing to do. But I guess it's faster than just wandering around. But yeah, I am very bad at creativity, and I'm very bad at using my hands to build things. But I do have one fond memory of, taking a bunch of random Legos and building something from scratch that was in my mind. Well, it wasn't exactly in my mind, but if anyone remembers the show Quantum Leap, I know Song has watched a few episodes of it. So Sam's friend Al, who is a hologram, he has this little computer in his hand. On the show, it's called a hand link. Today it would be more like a PDA or a smartphone or, a tablet. But back then they called it a hand link. It was just it was a thing that he held in his hand that was a bunch of blinky lights because it was from the future. And I built one from scratch, and, I amused myself by doing that and thought I was doing a good job because I liked that. I don't know what happened to our Legos. Like, there was... Interesting. But yeah, unfortunately, some of our childhood toys, like the Legos and our building blocks, I think they were stored in the shed, and I think years ago they got like infested with ants. So I don't know whatever happened to those things. So it's kind of unfortunate. And while I was talking, I forgot what the hell I was supposed to be doing, and that was going to the graveyard. So back the other direction. Like, I never really had a lot of those, more high-tech building blocks toys, like you said, Connects or Erector sets. Or actually, there was There was another 80s building block toy, and I think it was called Constructs. I think it was, again, you know, a pretty more basic, maybe like a Connects, but more basic type of thing. I wonder if we still have those somewhere. But a few years ago, like, I never owned Domino Rally, but they always had... Jesus Christ, I'm talking and I'm going the complete wrong direction.
I don't think we had this Constructs, or my brother had it when I was too young to pay attention to it.
Yeah. About 10 years ago, we went to Mojo's and we saw, like, it was where they were selling, like, old toys. There was a really cool looking, like, neon colored 80s style Domino Rally, and I thought it would be really cool to buy that, and I never had that, and I thought I would set up these, like, cool looking neon colored dominoes, and it would be cool, and maybe I'd take a video of it for stream. And then when I got it home and actually looked at the instructions, I was like, this is beyond my abilities and or patience to assemble all this shit. So unfortunately that did not work out. I have very limited abilities and patience, and I cannot play this game and talk at the same time. I need to find the ferry. Here it is. Then I need to go to the graveyard. So please, Stalnox, talk amongst yourselves about constructs. That's, you know, I could go probably later on and look up the old 80s commercial for that because it's burned into my brain. So if I can ever find the graveyard, alright, we need to grind at least 100, preferably maybe even 190. So yeah, I may have mentioned this, is when you come into a graveyard, there's one ghost that you can attack. So what you want to do is let out all the other fucking ghosts all at once, and then somehow dodge them. Find the one ghost from the start that you can actually attack and kill it. And then you'll get, wow, 2 rupees. Wow, a whole 2 rupees. Wasn't that great? You know, this ain't gonna take forever. A commercial. What I was thinking of, Stalnox, was a commercial for Constructs, and you spelled that with an X at the end, and the commercial went Constructs. Do. Max out at 10. I know they max out at something. I can stun this guy with a boomerang. I'm not sure if that went right through him or not. Now I don't know where the hell the real one is, so... Okay, you can stun the real one. Made a baseball stadium. Yeah, I definitely don't remember making anything specific out of it, you know, obviously. I just remember connecting a few of them, and that was about it. I've completely lost track of where the real one is. no clue where the real one is. I don't think there is a real one anymore. You know, I think I don't like this method of grinding. I'm just gonna grind the old-fashioned way. If you're posting videos about constructs, I sadly can't look at them now.
I'm not posting anything.
I did not think that you were posting videos of constructs. I don't think so. I gotta check that out. That's what. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I did not remember. Like it's been so long since I've seen constructs in the box. Like again, it's like. You know, we just had some random pieces. So it's like looking at this box where it's like you can construct this giant robot and crane and okay, I guess it's a 1,000-piece set where you can build whatever you want, I guess. But the pictures on the box are like you can build this giant robot and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think we had that many, and I don't think I ever built a giant robot. That is crazy that is $170, but I mean, yeah, I guess you got all the pieces there, and it's 1,000 pieces, and I mean, yeah, it's not even sealed, and the box is really bad, but yeah, well. Sometimes I get, you know, nostalgic for all the old toys that we had as kids, you know, Stalnox, and like I want to go like looking through the drawers and stuff and see what we have and post pictures, and you know, I want people to be impressed that we have these things. Last time I posted a picture of my Transformer, nobody gave a shit though. Last time I looked, some of them were buried under a lot of old clothes, like baby clothes or something. Alright, well, I have 100, and that's enough for the bombs increase that we need in Dungeon 7, so... Dungeon, or wait, no, Dungeon 8, excuse me. We're in Dungeon 8, right? Dungeon 8. Okay, where's Dungeon 8? J2. Another classic type of toys that we had when we were kids was you know those wooden train sets that you get the pieces of track and you assemble them. It's called Brio. We used to have those too. Heading to Dungeon 8, where we will have a magical rod and a magical key and a magical bombs increase. No, it's not that magical. Looks like the enemies aren't that bad, thankfully. Yeah, it's so this is the quote-unquote waterfall. So the dungeon is somewhere on this screen. Believe it or not, you have to go across the river with your ladder and bomb. How you would ever figure that out, I don't know. Alright. So there's like 3 dungeon items basically that we need to find here. Nothing but red bubbles that I just got hit by. Yeah, that's my hope, Eric, is that if I can get through this place without using my other potion, then I would only need to spend 40. Well, sword, so we're gonna have to kill these gorillas with bombs and arrows. Okay, that worked. Wait, where the fuck does this go? Oh, that goes back. No, I need to... Where is a ferry near here? Okay, well here is a blue bubble anyway, so...
Those are dinosaurs, not fairies.
Yes. Well, they're dodongos. Are dodongos considered dinosaurs? I guess by whom? Would Alan Grant consider them dinosaurs?
Ooh, I don't know.
Probably not, because he says that everything at Jurassic Park was a genetically engineered piece of shit, not a real dinosaur, so it's probably the same for dodongos. These with arrows? Has anybody ever... I personally have never killed a wall master in this game with an arrow, but I just did. Oh? What? Is that true, Eric? Okay, wow, so... I totally forgot about that. So you're telling me that on the overworld in the first quest there are 2 fairies, but in the overworld in the second quest there are 3 fairies? Well, I guess that's something that's better about the second quest. I think somebody, maybe Ratmus, asked that earlier. Because yeah, I totally forgot about that. Well, now I have a magic rod, which is another attack that I can use when my sword is temporarily missing. So that's cool, I guess. But ideally, we want to leave here still having the use of my sword. first check. Okay, yes, I can still use my sword. Alright, go back to the checklist. Let's mark off that I got the magical rod. Alright, so we're looking for the magical key and the bombs increase. I have 4 keys, so I guess I got 4 keys, 3 or 4 keys that I didn't need. Yikes. Alright, there's a secret passage in this room, but it's pointless. There's some money. I'm guessing we just keep going all the way up and left. Thanks, fairy, that I didn't need. There's apparently a secret passage here, but I think... Wait. Do we need that secret passage? I don't think so. Alright, we got another one of these guys. I'm gonna give up my bait, don't need it anymore. I got the compass for that. Right, there's a key in this room, but I'm about to get the magical key pretty soon. I don't think I need it. Well, we have to kill these enemies anyway, so... More bullshit from Dad. For some reason, this dungeon just likes to use blue gorillas, which are extremely less dangerous than blue darknuts. So we are in no real danger. Ignore this guy and bomb. Bubbles in here. No, not from the Powerpuff Girls. I did not want to leave the room. These fucking wall masters too. Get the hell out of there. 3 Dodongos that I need to kill, apparently. Nobody told me about this. Wasted a bomb. it's kind of like killing a manhandler with one bomb. It's kind of a, well, I'm pretty lucky at killing a manhandler with one bomb or two bombs, but I've never bothered to try that technique. There you go. That technique that you're talking about with the dig dogger. I know speedrunners do it. Bubbles, I think. I don't know how I didn't get hit by a bubble there. Holy shit. There's some more bubbles. We're still looking for 2 more items, not to mention the boss. Alright, so where did that secret passage take us? Okay, we gotta go immediately to the left. Get hit by a bunch of bullshit and there's wall masters everywhere. Magical key. So the 4 keys I collected are now useless. Alright, now where do we go? It's let's see here. I think reading this map correctly, I need to go down here, and it's a one-way door. I can't go back. And then we go straight down through a secret passage, which I can't do. So... what? Yeah, that doesn't work. Jeez, this is convoluted. Yeah, we gotta go back. No, I don't... bomb right. No, I'm looking at the map. There was no way to bomb there. I don't think Bunny's gonna do second quest. I think after she beat the first quest, she was so freaking over and done with. Everyone was like, oh, a second quest? She's like, nope. Hell no. What we need to do actually is go back to the start. Luckily there's sort of a secret passage that seems to kind of take us back to the start, so that might be kind of the intended route. Yeah, I mean, I could never play Castlevania. But I mean, second quest is pretty damn hard. I mean, I've been playing it for what, 30-something years. I'm following a guide and I'm still getting pissed off at how hard this is. Okay, so I need to, if I go down here, back. I was already here before, but this secret passage will take me back near the start, which is apparently where I need to go. I guess it's kind of a different kind of difficulty because, I mean, well, obviously a lot of this game, the combat is difficult, but then there's the whole other difficulty of just where the hell do I go? You know, how am I supposed to know to blow the whistle here to find the dungeon, or bomb here, or burn here? And it's like, you'd be wandering around for literally months unless, you know, Rockman tells you. Okay, so what we need to go is we need to go up a couple of rooms, then we'll get to a room with a dig dogger. We gotta kill that dig dogger, and if you want me to try that method, maybe I'll try it. And then that will open up a one-way secret passage that should take me to the right place. It's like, I think the combat in this game is really hard, but I'm used to it. I'm not used to the combat in Castlevania. Maybe Bunny... I mean, Bunny's a lot more used to the combat in Castlevania than I am, considering that she just beat Castlevania 1. Okay, so if I place a bomb and then... Let's see if this works. Well, it did some damage. It didn't one-shot him or anything, but it did some damage. Just wait till Bunny gets to Zelda 2, God knows when. Oh shit, what? Why? Where am I? Are you fucking kidding me? What?
It's amusing when your voice goes that high pitch.
I fucked up. I think. There's no... I'm telling you, there's no way to go right. What I think you have to do is... See, I thought you had to go through that secret passage and start over, but no, what you have to do is go down through that, then go right, because, I mean, look at this room. This is the only way to get through this room to go right, is by doing that. Now I'm in the room with secret passage E that's marked on my map. So this is where I needed to go. This is what I needed to do. Bonus bombs. Okay, so this takes me further on in the dungeon. So now we're right next to the boss, which, is another herd of Dodongos. But before we do that, we're gonna get the bombs increase. Unless you want to kill the Dodongos first and then get the bomb increase, I suppose that's a strategy. If it's allowed. As long as I have one bomb, I should be able to do it. Two down. Instead of going up, we're gonna go... Oh, I got all the heart containers now. Alright, we gotta make a detour down to get the bombs increased, the last bombs increased. Oh, jeez. like to have more bombs? You'd like to have more sump pumps.
I was gonna say, sump pump, you got loud.
Alright, so besides rupees that I will need to fire arrows, a single potion is 40, right, Eric? I need 130. And I have 54, so I need 76 more. We need to get up to at least 130. Yeah, I believe it's 40. Yep. Alright, so I need 90 for the magic shield plus say, I don't know, let's say 100 for purposes. And this way, Eric, since I will be, I have a red potion and I'm going to buy a magic shield and then we're going to save, and the only thing left to do would be to go into Dungeon 9, so if anything goes horribly wrong and I lose my magic shield or lose all my potions, we can just reset, right? Or retry. So after I beat Zelda 1 tonight, the next game that I will be doing eventually will be Zelda 2, but it won't be right away exactly. I don't know when it's going to be exactly, probably later in May, because I got some things coming up that are going to take up my time. Yes, I know Bunny has not streamed Zelda 2 yet, but oh well. I don't know. like 100 and I'm at 63, so we're almost there. Is Doom gonna come back when I'm in level 9? Is Bunny gonna raid again when I'm in level 9 like she did last week? Got 100. Alright, I have all the swords, I have all the heart containers, I have all the items from the shops, and then the overworld and all the free monies. All I'm missing is the red ring and the silver arrows from Dungeon 9. And we have saved. Alright, so first I gotta heal. Yeah. Then we gotta find Dungeon 9, then we gotta do Dungeon 9. Ganon's Castle, aka Level 9, is located at A1. That's how Ganon's Castle is done. All the way in the upper left corner of the map. Totally dangerous. The top of Death Mountain, you mean?
What if there's a giant egg that sings?
It's probably a dream.
Want some rainbow instruments?
I guess I could go this way. You played Link's Awakening on the Switch, is that correct?
No.
No?
Wait, yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, I didn't check the ferry. I believe you.
Fairy Brother makes me think that this fairy is a Goron.
Wouldn't that be something? Wrong direction again. Yeah, but the way I was going was a dead end. You gotta like go this way over here and then up over here. What is that noise song?
The banging. So Mom's chair, which is one of those automatic lift chairs, is not lifting. We think it has a loose wire, and hitting it seems to work. But I think she might be calling me, so I'll be back. My legs hurt. I haven't moved in 2.5, 3 hours. Here we are, Eric. As you know, level 9. It looks like a moblin. In contrast to the first quest, where you had to go all around using a bunch of secret passages. I think there's only 2 secret passages in this entire level. And I think at one point I was like, you don't actually even need to use one of them. Is that true? I think one of them is only useful as like an escape from Ganon. There's no other reason for it to exist, possibly. I'm looking at 2 maps. I've got my NES Game Atlas map, where they're listed as secret passages A and B, and then I'm also looking at a, what is this? No, it's not a PDF. It's just an image of a map that I got from GameFAQs. For some reason, it labels that there's a secret passage A and a secret passage C. Is there a secret passage B that I'm missing somewhere?
This says yes. Oh, okay, yeah. It's Secret Passage B is a one-way secret passage. So on the NES Game Atlas, it's not listed with a letter, it's listed with a yellow arrow that says one way. Interesting. I kind of missed that too. So what is the purpose of that secret passage? I think it's another, like, exit? It's like a way to escape to the start if you need to? That's kind of strange. The only way to get to Ganon is to use Secret Passage A. That's what my notes say. But before we get to Ganon, obviously we need to get the red ring and the silver arrow. Now this dungeon, even though it doesn't have a lot of secret passages, it does have a lot of passages where it's like those weird rooms where you can only go one direction type of thing. So I need to study this map here. I think first we need to get the silver arrow. So what is the way to get the silver arrow? Looks pretty simple. We go up twice, then right twice, then we bomb up, and Patra has the map. Then we go one room to the left, that's the silver arrow. Alright, let's start there. Okay, so secret passage through the wall here. We got, well, you can't see it because it's dark. Let's light up the room here so we can see. It's this type of room, see? Hey Zoda, how's it going? Once again, you're here for level 9. So we go through here, there's gonna be whiz robes up the wazoo. I could have tried to avoid them, but I thought, I can kill them. That worked out very mediocrely. Alright, so then we bomb up. I guess this is the map, so we may as well kill Patra and get the map, right?
Hi, Zelda.
Oh, holy slow down, Batman. This is not going well. I lost basically all my life trying to get this stupid map. That was a terrible decision. How about a fairy drop? Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like I should just save and quit and start again. Why would I want to die? Where's the compass? We got the silver arrow, but now we gotta get healed again and walk over there again. Better than having to use a potion. That would be real bad. Hopefully this time we can move on without being ridiculous. Oh, I should have went to the other ferry, right, Eric? What do you have to talk about, Zoda? When you were a kid, did you ever build things with Legos or an erector set or constructs? Do. See here, Eric, you go up the mountain, and let's see if there's a ferry there that I don't need. Yep, there it is. More you know. I think I go this way, not that way. Did anybody hear about that guy who got hit and run over by a plane? Probably not the thing to be talking about. But you gotta talk about something. We could just sit here in silence.
Is it bad that I did read that as what the fuck, oh my god, instead of WTF, OMG?
I don't think it's necessarily bad. Well, if you don't know, we don't need to talk about it, alright? Okay, so...
Yes, you do. You wanted something to talk about, and now you've shown interest. You must share your information.
Well, I think it happened over the weekend in Dallas, I think. And I think just some crazy person wanted to commit suicide, and somehow, I think, all of this is allegedly, somehow they jumped the fence, ran out onto a runway in the middle of the night, and got ran over by a plane. Well, actually, they didn't get run over by a plane. I think they technically got sucked into the engine.
I did see that. I didn't know it was now. I thought it was, like, a while ago. But, okay, it happened now. I don't think he was trying to commit suicide. I think the one I read was he was trying to get to his grandfather's funeral and he was late for the plane, so he was trying to stop the plane.
That is a very fanciful story. I can't believe that would be true. I mean, unless the guy was like, he could have been on drugs or something. Obviously, we don't know.
I'm gonna go look it up. You play the game, I'll look it up.
It might be too early. They might not have determined if this person was on drugs or what the reason was, but you can look it up if you want to. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a bad thing, you know, when somebody gets stupidly killed, but, you know, the world...
We just hit somebody. Frontier airline plane kills runaway trespass surgeon for airport.
The world we live in sucks, is what I'm trying to say before I am done with talking about that. Alright, so I gotta figure out how to get to the compass, then the red ring, then Ganon. So, alright, let me study my maps here because this is complicated. Okay, so I wanna go... Yeah, there's all these doors and places that are... Yeah, you know what? If you get the compass, you kind of have to backtrack, so it's like, I don't know, is it even worth even me getting the compass at this point? Maybe not, but, so I need to go... Okay, so there's in this this way and this way and this way, and then you bomb over here, and you come over here, and then because you gotta get to this room and bomb to the right, so I need to go here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then... Okay, so I need to go left a couple of rooms until I need to go
that one
up.
did not have who it was. Okay, AP News.
Better to get hit by those spike traps than the likes, I say. There's no real reason to kill these enemies on the off chance that they might give me a heart, so let's just move on. Those were bats, they ain't given no hearts, right?
Okay, they haven't said who it was. Most of their information is obviously from the people on the plane, and they know how and where, like, he trespassed onto the airport, but not necessarily why. Or who.
Ooh, that was close.
But yes, he walked in front of the jet engine. He did the thing you're not supposed to do, that the movies tell us you're not supposed to do. Indiana Jones tells us we're not supposed to do that.
Like I said, it's probably too early to determine the reason. It just the YouTube channel that I was watching was like, it was the middle of the night in the middle of nowhere. Like the Dallas airport is very rural. He could have.
It was Denver.
Oh, was it Denver? Okay, it was someplace with someplace with a D. Sorry, I guess I got that screwed up. But anyways, like you know, to jump an airport fence in the middle of the night and just go out onto a runway, it like. The guy I saw was like, there's no reason to do that. But he was probably on drugs, let's be honest. Alright, so we've made it through here, so I gotta go up, then right, then bomb up. More bubbles. Oh, jeez. Okay, that was lucky. It's kind of lucky because, like, you can be damaged by an enemy, but and hit one of those bubbles, but because it was taking damage, it didn't count as hitting the bubble. So. Jeez. Okay, something. Okay. I have my sword. I did not get my shield eaten. So we move on to this guy who says, go to the next room. Bunny loves that, okay. Now when he says go to the next room, definitely don't go right, because you could go there and you would be screwing yourself over. You gotta go left, there's gonna be more likes, so we gotta watch out here. Moving on. Okay, we have to go... Oh, I thought I had to go left, but I actually have to go up here. I'll kill you in a minute, Patra. Almost there. red ring. Alright. Pause, look at the checklist. Yes. I have a red ring now, and I still have both of my potions. Looking at the checklist, we've gotten everything in the entire game. All checked off. First quest and second quest. Now we just need to beat Ganon. We're pretty close. Okay, so now we just go back here. Now we have to actually kill this Patra. Doom's probably watching 24 and 24. I did watch all of the episodes of 24 and 24. I'm now caught up. Bomb over here. Well, that was a lucky, well, extremely lucky stopwatch and then fairy drop. Okay, so all we need to do now is kill another Patra, and the room to Ganon will be open. This is interesting. So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I guess, Eric, but I think so far, if I don't use a potion on this Ganon, I think I only actually used one potion this entire run, and I think I might not have even needed it. I panicked on that boss, where I had like one heart.
Oh, looks like you're gonna have to watch your whole thing all over again, slowly.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, I probably will watch the past broadcasts. I always watch past broadcasts. At some point, I'll get bored and want to see somebody play Zelda 1 and nobody's playing Zelda 1, so I have to watch my own recording. That's what always happens. Some people were complaining in Bunny's Discord. They're like, I've had all these people on my following list and nobody streams anymore. I'm still streaming. Nobody cares. Ganon is once again fucking dead. Link, you're the hero of Hyrule. I didn't expect that to end so early. Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. This ends the story.
Well, too bad his princess is in another castle asleep.
Yes. There's 1010. Mion. Some other people. Now we're gonna raid Bunny, right? You are great, Bunny 4. You have an amazing wisdom and power. End of quote-unquote The Legend of Zelda 1. Copyright 1986 Nintendo. There it is, along with Lizard and Kodum of all people.
Is Kodum an animal?
he's not a vegetable or a mineral. As far as I know. Yep, thanks for the GGs, everyone. Thanks for watching. So yeah, like I said, this Saturday, our friend Xander is coming over for the first time in 2 years. I think we're going to have White Castles, and we're going to play Fortune Street. And years ago, Ratmus bought him a little shot of some sort of alcohol and forgot to give it to him. But that's not the point. The point is that the following week, the week of the 17th, there's a good possibility that I won't be able to stream that week. Oh, hey, Doom. Yes, you missed it. I beat it. And I think I only ever used one potion, and I think it turned out I didn't need to. Like, the boss almost killed me, but I think he didn't anyways. Just mentioning that the next main game will be Zelda 2, but I can't stream on like the week of the 17th. So Zelda 2 might be on Memorial Day. We'll see. And Doom is having dental surgery tomorrow. We all are sorry to hear that, Doom, and we wish you the best. Yeah, we're not actually gonna raid Bunny. Yeah, Bunny did tell me that Adventures in Babysitting is going to be her next movie night. She doesn't know when it's going to be. I'd really like to see that. She's got a good episode of Star Trek The Next Generation coming out soon. I'm just looking at my following page, and it just happens to be a thumbnail that says, Bunny Tales will be right back. And it says what Star Trek episode is coming out. Anywho, you guys don't care about that. Do we need to talk to Doom about erector sets and constructs? No.
I'm pretty sure Doom probably had Legos.
Doom, did you have Legos as a kid and build stuff? And/or stuff like that? Yeah, the long story short is you guys, well, I mean, obviously everyone heard this, I'm just talking to Doom, is I'm terrible as a kid at building stuff. That's more of Ratmus's thing, so I was never very much for building anything with Legos or using any of those other constructor set thingies. You know, mostly I would just fool around with them and not accomplish anything. So yeah, what I'm trying to find is my games to stream list. Where the hell is it? Possible games to stream. Alright, I finished Zelda 1 and 2. Yay. Well, I'd like to maybe try to do What the Dub again sometime soon. See if that works.
You didn't finish Zelda 2, you just did Zelda 1.
Oh.
You meant to say second quest.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
Okay, well, instead of finish Zelda 1 and 2, I will change that to Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is a game I would like to stream again soon, as well as What the Dub. Sonic 2 with Cobra is a maybe. Maybe sometime in June if Cobra and I can work that out. Any other games I'm thinking of I don't want to announce at this time. I tell you what, Doom, I made a decision about Ratmus. Well, the next time he's over, when he's not with Xander, he's going to finish Mega Man X4, and then we're going to start a new game. Not going to say what that is yet, but Ratmus bought a Super Nintendo game called Radical Rex, and he said that he was going to stream that as part of the Random Wisconsin games when we get to that later in July. And I think onto the Random Wisconsin games sometime in July, I'm going to throw on, we're going to load up Ratmus's save on .hack on the PS2 and just load up the save and see where he's at. And you're going to look at it and we're going to try to figure out, we're just going to look at it and see where Ratmus is and how far the game is from being completed or how much grinding he needs to do or whatever, if he can even do it. We'll just look at it during the Wisconsin game stream. So, yeah. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'm sure I could throw on some random fucking NES game, but I don't want to, and I don't want to, bother taking up you guys' time, and you don't care, and I don't care, and Song certainly doesn't care. So I did Zelda 1 and 2 both. I did Zelda 1 both quests. Excuse me once again. And well, that was I did accomplish more than Bunny did because she didn't do second quest. Anyways, I'm going to shut up now, I think. Did not drop any frames, did not have any problems that I saw. We're not going to raid Bunny, too lazy to do that. That's in a stream by everyone. And if you want to see pictures of my constructs on Discord, just let me know and I'll go find them. Just kidding, I won't. Say goodnight, Song.
Good night, Song.
She is a gem. Just like that gemstone that Zelda has next to his name because he's a VIP.
Mm-hmm.